Hi faves, welcome to Random Ramblings with Emily Loris. And it's a new year, yay! Happy New Year faves. I miss you guys so much. I know I've been saying that a lot, but I miss you guys. I'm always missing you guys. So relax, calm down. It's a new year, so you are not gonna be angry with me. How you guys been? How was it? So Christmas was lit for me, and crossover. I don't want to talk about crossover, but crossover was amazing, right? So I crossed over with God, started the year, but it was kind of weird that the year started in a week, which was on a Wednesday, which was unlike every other thing. So it didn't really, to me, make sense, but then it was what it was. There were fireworks everywhere. It was crazy. And today is the first Sunday of the year. Can you believe it? So we did New Year celebrations. We ate. God, I ate. No, I had to go to my parents' house to flex. They took care of me, spoiled me, did all of the things they were supposed to do, which was fun. But this is a new year, fam. Just like that, took over Iowa in a new year. The calendars have rolled, drums rolls, everything is over. All the omble that I was doing is gone. And it's a new year. And I'm thinking, oh my God, it's beginning. And this is real life. Man, this is it. Fuck it, this is our reality right now. And I'm still in all that. A few days ago, I was out of the year, and now we're in New Year, and today is the first Sunday. Today is 5th, right? And it just makes a whole lot of sense. I'm like, damn, the year is already going in. So they said January is usually slow. This January is not slow. It's moving so fast, and I never understand the way it's moving, because it's moving. Then Valentine will now come. They will start preparing us. Couples matching pajamas did not allow me to know what I was doing during December. I survived that one. It's January now. I'm moving ahead. February now, they will still be giving us hypertension and eye tension. You guys take it easy, you love. I don't want stressing. I don't want to be seeing nothing out there. But I promise you guys, I don't know. I think this will be my last year. But don't worry, something miraculous will happen. Trust the process. Trust God. So, faves, what are your plans for the new year? So it's not about saying, oh, happy new year, greeting everybody. We're celebrating, we're happy, we're excited, all of that. But what are your plans for real? What are your plans? So I met somebody. I'm not going to go into details. I met somebody who was able to help me with my New Year plans, and that was just superb. That was amazing, right? It was just such a beautiful friendship. It was such a lovely time. We did Christmas and New Year and went out and chilled and stuff. Then my friend asked what were my plans for the New Year and stuff. And I had plans, right? But I didn't strategically plan them. That's the word now. So I did not pick points. So there were no reminders. I was just going to do this, do that. I know that for the year, this and this and this will be in place. But he said, no, you can't just say them. So when you have a calendar, you have a reminder, you have something to put you in check, to remind you that, oh, this is your goals, right? I've not done this. I should do this. I will do this. It helps you stay on track of what you want to do. So you keep them in line and be like, okay, this is what I plan to do. This is what I'm doing now. This is where I'm at that goal that I set for myself. This month has ended. It's not no pressure thing, right? But it just keeps you on that line. So it's not like I must do everything I put here, but these are what I want to do. I don't want to go outside of this, and there is no room for any other thing. So when something comes, it's when I'm not planning. So it pops up and I don't have a choice. So it's not like I'm sitting down and I'm supposed to be busy learning this skill and I'm doing something else. So it doesn't take you out of the path. And that made a lot of sense. And I trust me to always dive into things that are new, that would help me, help my life and build my future. Of course I did. I'm always interested in such conversations. So he talked about my podcast a bit and talked about things and ideas that were going to help me and all that. And trust me, I was in awe. It was just swirling and smoothly taking my breath away. I was like, oh my God, who's this? But then I wasn't flirting, okay? So let's match break there. But it was really sweet, and I ended up drawing a calendar for myself, which made a lot of sense because I really felt like I needed it, right? So it was not just saying, okay, these were my plans. I had to now put them into writing, which I never knew that was the real thing. By the way, faves, you guys, you all need to do this. So I'm sharing what I have from a personal experience. So I'm now telling you guys that if you got plans, write them out. So just say this. So you list the plans you have. You're going to do the economics kind of thing. So these are my needs, these are my wants, these are my plans, right? Are these plans? So you will do one for one, stroke ones that are not important out. The ones that are really top priorities, you'll now schedule them and make a reminder for them, right? So there's certain things I wanted to be put on, and there's things that I wanted to do away with this year. So I said, okay, this year I wasn't going to be doing this one. I was going to, for example, I was going to do less drinking, right? So I would drink, but not all the time. But these were the times I'll be available to drink and all of that. So I don't get to go out all the time. So I've been chilling last year, but this year is going to be different. And I mean it. I'm not just saying it. So I'm working towards it. Then church, which is like very important to me, right? Then gym, which I need to work out like 365 days. So not every day, but I know that from January to December, I was in the gym. I literally lived in the gym. I had to body this body, and it's going to make a lot of sense. So he said, okay, put that into writing. I will construct a reminder. So we did it together anyways, and it made a lot of sense. So I'm getting reminders pop up on my phone. Then I have a journal. So if you use an iPhone, when you updated previously, like the iOS before this latest one, that's the iOS prior, there were journals. So I updated before, there was a journal that popped up. So I started using that. So we could do voice recording for journals. We could write, whatever you choose, right? So he said, oh, you would now make the list, then set reminders, then start journaling. So you have to now say what you accomplished that day, how happy it made you feel. And so that is it, right? So I'm recording my podcast on a day like this. This is what I'm doing. This is what I did. I'm excited. It makes a lot of sense. Okay, we're moving to the next day. I said my prayers as usual. So I put a lot of things. You can customize as it deems you fit. So whatever you want to do is fine. But I'm sharing you guys expo now that will make the year, so that in case in the middle of the year I'm buying car and house, you're not going to be surprised. So I saw a prediction on Instagram. Someone was like, people who were born between the year of 1995 to 2005 thereabout would be successful this year. But I was like, oh hallelujah, that is my year. So I'm not so old. I fall in this category. And so when you see me buy Lambo, please look the other way, because now I'm drafting my plans and I'm telling you, Expo, don't say I didn't do nothing. The year is just starting. Don't stress us. You guys should not tension us whatsoever. Don't pressure us. We're gonna be fine, right? So I'm just telling you how it made sense for me. So it was a personal realization, and I'm saying, okay, do this. I don't know, it might help somebody out there. It will work and it will make a little bit of sense. So why not try it if it's possible to try it? What do you even stand to lose? Nothing. So you just do it and it will just be there. So that makes sense. And that was very sweet and very... So now is the new year. And by the way, yay, happy birthday to my brother. Shout out. I love him. Today was his birthday. So I woke up. I was really tired. I was going to go to church and all of that. And I said I'd not called my husband. My first husband. The absolute love of my life. My brother. My everything. I love you, brother. So I was like, oh, I've not called him. I called him. And he said, send me money. Oh, more everybody needs money. He was like, oh, okay, I heard you wish I love you too, but send me money. I was like, this one is deep. They did not even allow me to even do a king was born. So the king did not born this time. He sent me money. And I sent him a little money. I was like, okay, this is for a time, just manage and broke and all that. But it was really funny and sweet at the same time, right? So now I'm sending people money, man. Oh my God, my hard-earned money. But it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. So what are you guys doing for the year? I feel like you guys have a lot, and I can't wait to see my faves blowing up, here and there, doing mighty crazy things. I'll be proud to say I'm a part of the success story now. We did there. They listened to my podcast, and that person is doing good as a result of the small advice that this small girl, the mighty God gave. Can you imagine? The efficacy that will follow, you will not understand. Don't mention. So I learned so many other things. So let me drop one quick one. So I'll tell somebody when I was hanging out with my friends in the festive period. So I'll tell them that, okay, you did this. I'll be like, oh, you can't even say thank you, no courtesy. They will say you are welcome. So one will say, oh, you are welcome. And I'm like, but I say thank you. They say you are welcome. So now I'm doing it to people, right? So, but if it makes sense in that situation, do it. It go pay now. The person said go do it to another person. Moving on. So I'm going back to the gym tomorrow. Right? It's going to be Monday. And it's just crazy. Right? And I'm going to start. So it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. It's going to be crazy. It's a marathon week. So I've got classes on Monday or Tuesday as well. And it's just crazy. I'm looking at my calendar. I'm like, this girl, you're not free for any type of enjoyment. You're going to live out your bad girl lifestyle right now, this moment. Today is the last day, right? First Sunday, that's it. the rest is cap. You're gonna go into the next week and you're working your ass off like you want to die. So all the small enjoyment that you've enjoyed, they're about to drain it from you. And I'm like, hey, Jesus. Like, okay, it's fine. That's why I was just chilling. That's why I didn't even travel, because I didn't want to be stressed out and not come back to house and I'll face all of that. So I was just relaxing, sleeping, enjoying myself, prepping myself for the next phase, right? Which is the phase that we're in right now. Like, okay, all of this, I cannot be stressing. So that has just been okay. It has just been there. It has been sweet as same. It just makes the emotion all together. But it makes sense at the end of the day. So it's been such a beautiful year to start with. And I have high hopes for this year. So I'm not going to say anything too much, not to jinx it. So I've said what I want to say, right? And I feel like it's going to be beautiful for everyone listening. I love you guys. All my faves here supporting me and this podcast. I love you guys. And I have a surprise coming up soon. So I'm not going to ruin it. But our first video podcast will be dropping by next month. So before February 14th, the season of love. Our first video podcast. Are you guys not excited? Yay! Round of applause, everyone. It makes a lot of sense. I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm elated. So I've been working on this for a while, talking about it. So it's going to take this whole of January to plan. February more before the Valentine's. So when people are with their man doing I'm busy working on podcast. I gotta get this shit together and I'm doing other things. Can't imagine working on that day, but it will not be bad. It will be sweet. So I'll go outside by myself, cake, feed my eyes, see people loving themselves, and I'll just be like, I can't relate. It's fine, right? It's fine, because I'm doing far distance relationships. So my boyfriend is not in town. He's far away from me. I hope we can see before then. But moving on, I don't want to ponder on it so much. Like, yeah, I literally just told you guys I'm not single, so I don't know. Please, hello. So that is what's coming up February. I'm not supposed to tell you guys now, but then I'm just spilling the tea before the actual tea and the food gist. But then just stay hooked on this podcast. So we're a family. It's amazing. The year starting afresh. I'm going to the gym. I've got work. I've got you guys. I've got so many things. I'm so booked. I'm not free. So I'm so in love with my face that I can't share their time with other people. Right? Yeah, right. I just realized and thought about it. I was like, maybe I can. I won't. I dare not. How dare they? So I can't wait to now bring you plenty gist. Right? There's going to be a hot topic for the next conversation we get to have or you hear. So let me go and cook it up and now come and drop it for you guys and be like, yeah. But I'll be having so many important guests as well. So that it should keep on notice. We're talking about several things. I'll have a man on here to make several contributions. I like having guys on my podcast. It's so beautiful to see the other side of people, right? So they get to air their views about things. And you don't just know what to say. You are so dumbfounded. Because it's the main gender. So it's not to be messaging and just gossiping. It's we are talking. We're saying the real deal. So a man is coming here to tell you a side of the story. My girl, keep your legs crossed. Carry your cold or hot tea, draw the table close to you and sit down and relax for some tafia. Very important. Yeah, so with this, I'm going to leave your imagination up to that. Right? To now imagine how it's going to be. How this January is going to be sweet. How February teas will be spilled. How March is going to be superb. Think about it all. But don't think too much. And remember, I love you guys. I love this podcast. I love me. I love my life. I love everything. See you guys in my next episode. Mwah.